Hey guys, welcome back to the Just Vibin podcast. We have a guest.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Okay, so we got 6 likes, I believe, on the last one, so you two do your thing.
Oh, fuck, I put it in the
Oh my god!
Yo.
Oh my god! Yo, we kid you not. Alright, anyway. Okay.
Let the camera see.
Alright, we're off to a good start this episode. Leave a like for Logan's head, so he has to do more next week. Okay, so we have a...
He's hurt after
You
that
got a
one.
red spot.
We've got a decent variety.
I'm bleeding.
Got a decent variety of topics today, and we have our guest Danny that used to go to school with us. No longer does, but we keep in touch with him. He's
Tell
our
us
guest.
a little
what's
bit
up?
about yourself.
So I went to school with these guys from middle school, and we stayed in touch. Hunter and I used to do boxing together. I still play basketball with these boys every once in a while.
Occasionally,
Logan and I used to talk basketball a lot, and our boy John, we used to go to Waterworld all the time.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to those days.
Dude,
And
Waterworld didn't
we
even
should do that
open
again.
this year.
I'm
Next
kind
summer
of
we
fucking
should do
sad
that
about
again.
that.
I wasn't gonna get a pass, but I was.
I was gonna go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we should have gone a couple times. Alright,
Oh, man, those were the days. Riding down Storm.
Okay, quick story. So we all, back in this ride at Waterworld, right? You could get out of this ride because it was pitch black and you really couldn't see anything.
Yeah,
so
we
you
used to
could get
throw
out
each
and just
other
like
off.
ride on the back of the tube because for some reason that was like 10 times more fun.
Get out
Like,
of the
seriously.
front and get ran over by
But
the
this one time, Danny decides he wants to let go of the fucking tube.
No, somebody like peeled my hands off.
I swear it was me, dog.
And
They were
then,
on somebody's leg. Off their back.
so anyway, Danny like falls off and he's like 10 seconds behind us. Like we all come flying out. And we're all like, oh yeah, we didn't do anything. And then this kid goes flying out like 10 seconds later.
No, and the lifeguard was like, "Don't do that again."
Was it the lifeguard Dylan that used to be our...
Hey, it was a basketball
It
guy.
was a
from
basketball
middle
guy.
School. Yeah.
He was like a senior, and he helped with the junior high basketball team.
Yeah.
And it was him and Danny did not have a very good relationship.
Yeah.
So that was funny.
He called me the monkey from Tarzan. What was that guy's name?
I don't remember. I hardly ever watched
Turk.
Turk.
He called me Turk. Dude, that pissed me off so much. The days though.
Good times. All right. So shall we get into the first topic that we have today?
Sir.
No reason, I guess, to waste around. So this is, I think, a new idea that we're gonna have, and what it is we're gonna take like a few things, and then each of us will do a separate rankings, and then we'll go through and make fun of each other's. So the first one we have is
Sounds like it's a good idea.
we started we started out, we just went with pizza places, pretty basic, but yeah, this is how we're gonna start it. So should we go like, I think what we should do personally, if you guys disagree, say something. You say your last one, we all go through, say our last.
Okay.
Make fun
yeah,
of each
yeah,
other's,
yeah.
then we go to our second to last, go through. Is that fair?
Yeah,
Bet.
so to make this more clear, we're not going off price, we're going off quality.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just, you're given a free pizza. What's the best?
The worst pizza place of all time is Little Caesars.
Oh, not of all time. Sorry, we
Little
have
Caesars
6.
has damn good
That's
breadsticks.
fucking-
Breadsticks.
that's
No,
Their
it's
breadsticks
pizza.
are
It's
so
the
greasy.
pizza.
It's
Oh,
pizza
pizza.
is good though.
We have
I like, I think
I had it the
Little
other
Caesars
night.
get too much hate.
just so you know, it's not the worst ever.
Wait,
We
let's
just
It's
have
the
like
worst
the
out of
big
the 6 that
6.
we had.
It ain't no big
It's
boy.
Papa Murphy's is the worst.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Y'all have
What
Papa
do you
Murphy's as the
mean,
worst?
bro?
No.
Papa Murphy's is the worst.
Just because you have to cook it.
All right, so Papa Murphy's, Papa
Love it,
Murphy's.
365 degrees.
My last was Little Caesars, but if we were going bang for a buck, Little Caesars would be the king. Because it is not much worse, and it's like a third of the
Dude,
price.
Mod is the move.
Yeah, Mod's the king.
Mod is the king.
No,
of
we're
that.
not fucking talking about number 1 yet.
Yeah, we're not there.
Well, everybody knows Mod is the
What's
king.
your deadline?
I think mod is overrated.
What's your deadline? Shut up!
We'll get
You're
there.
gay! What's your deadline?
Domino's. That shit like cardboard.
It's a fair argument. It's a fair argument.
Domino's is the second to last.
I don't have much of an issue with it, except Papa Murphy's is good. Y'all hate it.
Papa
Papa's Murphy's
dead,
is
dude.
shit, bro.
It is a little annoying to have to go and cook it yourself. I will say, what the hell are you doing?
Fuck you!
Get it back in your seat!
Fucking peasant!
I fixed it. You guys gotta stop
You don't get food today!
That's
Shut
why
up,
I only
slave
get
boy.
1% of the
Stop
fucking
hitting the
revenue.
fucking table!
Alright, Hunter,
It's
second.
back! What the fuck? You guys hit the table again.
I
This
ain't
is why
that-
he only gets 1 fucking percent of the profits. God damn it.
We don't make any money, right?
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, Hunter, second to last. What you got?
Pizza Hut. It's ass.
No!
Pizza Hut is ass.
No!
Are you
No.
serious? I still want to
No.
read that.
Bro, I'm
Don't have
putting
it.
Domino's only at the third to last because Alex's dad works there. Shout out, Alex.
He'll be back soon.
You're delusional. Pizza Hut is amazing. You can't out Pizza the Hut.
That's
Yes, you
facts.
Except I have somebody
Dude,
on Pizza
my
Hut.
dad
Just
used to
can't
work at Pizza Hut when he was like 16 years old, and he got fired because he said their pizza was shit.
So you're just salty. All right, what you got?
Domino's for 5.
Okay. Okay.
I
fair.
respect that.
I feel like the thing with Domino's for me is there's nothing that really makes it special. Like every other place, there's a.
It's completely generic. It's in the middle. That's
Except
why.
for the cardboard
That's why it's
case.
perfect. It's like everybody will eat Domino's, you know?
Yeah.
Except for Ronan, apparently.
Bro, that shit cardboard. you take a bite into that and you'll be there like,
Bro. Wait.
just
That's
legit
not
fucking having a
pizza.
stroke from the cardboard, dog.
Logan, I already get you just now.
Yeah.
All right, what do you have? Second
Okay,
worst?
then we're going with. Okay, so we went with Papa Murphy's. Little Caesars is shit. Little Caesars is
Yeah,
pretty.
that was our worst.
It's like, ugh.
Once again, for your money, it's awesome. But
Yeah, it's only $5.
all right,
Yeah.
trigger warning.
If you're trying to get like cancer too.
Trigger warning. Mod pizza, second to last.
That just means that you're shit at
I
building
threw it
pizzas.
out there. No,
Yeah, that's facts.
And I still like. Okay, you also have to remember this is pizza. I love all of it, regardless. Okay, but it's not amazing. And plus, the other issue I have is like portions are really small. That it's really
Facts.
annoying.
It is a tiny ass pizza.
You don't fill
But
up.
it's a
really.
good-ass
It's
pizza.
thin and not that big. So I like all the other places more.
Ronan and I are in shock, man.
It's overrated.
Bro,
I still love it.
You're overrated, faggot!
Faggot! Stop yelling! All right, second to last. What you got?
I got Little Caesars.
Okay, fair. Fair. All right, Hutty,
Domino's.
third to last. Okay.
Domino's.
Little Caesars.
Okay. We can't argue with that.
Domino's.
We can't argue with that. Domino's for me. What do you got?
Pizza Hut.
Okay.
At 4? Ah! Y'all are wrong.
Yeah.
God damn it! I hate all you guys.
Again.
Huh?
You're a dumbass.
Let's
Sorry,
just
John.
switch it out. It's fine.
Yeah, why the fuck were we using this?
Okay, so Papa John's is going 2 then.
Alright, go for it.
Well,
Papa Murphy's I always forget about until I actually have it again, and it's really good.
Like their chicken, the one that's like not actual sauce and it's the chicken one.
Uh-huh.
Dude,
They're-
it's so good.
It's good. I like it. It's got a wide variety of good stuff. It doesn't taste quite like any other pizza. You kind of get what I mean?
It's facts. It's
It doesn't
unique.
feel- it is pretty unique. Whether or not that's a good unique, that's up for you guys to decide. But I like it. It's unique. I know you're a hater, but
What?
go ahead. Or have you not said
Sorry.
it? I'm getting confused with who
I have
said
not
what.
said Papa Murphy's.
I'm getting confused with who
Dude,
said
yeah, I
what.
said Papa
My
Murphy's.
number 3 is Papa John's.
Okay. I once again can't be too upset. I respect that answer.
Yeah.
Exactly. Respect it.
Number
my
2,
mom was
Papa
on
Murphy's.
identical list.
Papa Murphy's. Okay.
I got Pizza Hut too.
Papa Murphy's.
Okay. I like it. I also have Pizza Hut because once again,
Wait,
nope.
you said Papa Murphy's was the worst one.
I think I meant Papa John's.
Wait,
I
okay.
respect that.
What's your one? Is your one?
Mod.
Oh,
I always
your
forget
one-
that there's 2 Papas.
There's 2 Papa.
There
Big
is
Papa.
2
the-
It's
Papas.
Ronan and Hunter.
There's like 5 Papas in this room. 6.
No, he's definitely not.
All right. My number
John's
2.
definitely a dad.
I will turn off the mic.
Do it, bitch.
My number 2. Pizza Hut. Nobody out pizzas the Hut except for one. One other place out. One place out pizzas the Hut.
Dude,
and it's
it's
Papa.
not that good.
All right. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Stuffed
The
crusted
thing
Pizza Hut is
is that-
insane.
No, it's just basic bitch.
Yeah, it's middle of the road.
Pizza Hut is what I get after
It's not.
breakups. Straight up. That's the pizza I get after breakups. All right, what you got?
Yo, I got Papa Murphy's in number 2 as well.
Okay. Okay.
That shit slap.
Number
You
1.
ever have their taco pizza, dude?
I've never tried that before.
I had like
No?
a slice of it.
Dude, it's limited and it's fucking bang.
Completely limited.
Number 1,
Yep.
Papa John's.
What you got?
Mod.
Mod. If you don't choose Mod, then you're kind of stupid.
Papa John's, like my guy.
Mod just like
Mod.
has so much variety.
Yeah,
So
you
we got 3 mods and 2 Papa
See,
John's.
Okay.
if
And
you
also-
don't like
oh my
mod,
God.
then you basically just don't know how to build pizza.
and also the
Yeah.
people who work there are pretty chill
That's
most of the
facts,
time.
yeah.
Like
They're almost
they've
all
given me
there.
free pizza before.
Alosha works there.
Alosha, Zach Ray also works there.
Alosha's my boy.
He's all about guys. Okay, so once again, that was a new idea. We're kind of trying it out. We'll do this with other things, including, I think, like fast food we'll do at some point, maybe sodas we'll do at some point, you know, where we just have a few and then go through and yell at each other. So hopefully that was
We
pretty
like
interesting.
doing that.
That's not what this podcast is at this point. Okay, good. Anybody else need to say anything?
Now we're just vibing.
Just vibing.
Just vibing.
Just vibing like the podcast. All right. Second thing we want to talk about: memories from school sporting events. More particularly, watching them rather than in playing with them.
The peak-to-peak away game last year for basketball. my lord, we'd already talked about this in the episode with Alex, but Alex was like going mad that night. At one point in the game, it was like really quiet because someone was taking a free throw or something, and Alex just screams at the top of his lungs, "Grab his dick and twist it!" And it wasn't like loud enough to where you could find Alex and like point him out in the stand. It was like loud enough to the point where like there was like 3 people around Alex, or like it was one of you guys. And Alex was like, it was so funny.
What do you got? What do you have? I had one on the way over here, but I already. Oh yeah, freaking manual kids are absolutely wilded. So this was back from freshman year. I was on JV because I'm bad, and then we finished our game. We won. I think it was the homecoming game too. And I was walking with my at the time freshman year girlfriend. And we were no slander. And then we were walking together to go get food of some kind. We walked past a group
Food of some kind.
I can't remember what it was.
I bet it was Maud.
Perhaps. We're walking past and the manual JV team is sitting there and they start whistling on her and hitting on her while I'm walking right next to her. It's like, y'all are wilded. I wanted to say sorry.
That is funny as well.
Yeah. Okay. I low-key hated those guys before you said that.
Now I like them. Yeah.
I wanted to say sorry. She only dates good soccer players because we whooped their ass. But
that was fun.
Oh, I thought you were talking about basketball.
No, basketball. No, I had no room to talk. No, soccer. Yeah.
So yeah, they're pretty shit at soccer. Huh?
They're bad, which is kind of weird because normally like Hispanic kids are really good at soccer.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Whoa.
It's just because they grew up doing it.
Yeah, because that's the sport they usually play generally. But
Right.
Anybody else have anything?
I got yeah. So this was back in 7th grade. So like you guys were not there, but this is back in 7th grade for basketball. I got B team. I was fucking livid because I fucking carried the shit out of that team all year because I was so fucking pissed off. We go to the tournament game. I was the only fucking one to score a point. We beat the first team. We beat the first team 13-4.
Ooh, that is a score and a half.
No, that game.
A 17
That game. I'm dead serious. All that they did was pass the ball around the fucking perimeter. They had like a 5-minute possession at one point.
Yo,
it was fucking stupid.
Ball movement, my G.
Yeah, ball movement.
They're just running 50 for like 5 minutes straight.
And then the very next game, it got like we played the number 1 seed and we lost like 17-16. I got to a point in the second half. I don't think I passed the ball because my teammates turned it over every single fucking time I passed them in the first half. So all I did the entire second half, drive to the basket and try to put up a layup. Most of the time I got fucking smacked and
This story kind of reminds me of something. We did a camp a few years back at CU Boulder.
Oh God.
And Hunter, this was his first camp. Okay.
That's actually the only camp I ever played in
only
because
camp.
I decided I hated basketball all my life.
There were about, how many possessions would you guys say? Like 12, 6?
It was
side?
It was
double
8
digits.
each side, so 16.
8 each side. Okay, 16 times where both teams traveled the ball in a row. Okay? And Hunter, how many did you have?
Like 5 of them.
I had 5.
It was 5 of our 8. I will
That
claim
is-
one. One was me. I tried to do like a jump stop thing and then sleep. So I'll claim one of them.
This guy, he caught the ball, and it looked like he was trying to do the icky shuffle. My man just started going.
I think you're forgetting the most iconic moment
You're right.
of that camp, though. You want me to
The
tell?
Hunter hook shot.
This man was back to the basket. He starts posting up, and it looks impressive. He's got the ball up in his chin. He's ready to start doing some stuff. And I told him about like hook shots. This boy just full on backwards, like just no.
Hey, but guess what happened after that? I hit the backboard. You grabbed it and made it.
It looked like an off the backboard lob though, because he straight up threw it and hit the backboard, and I finished it. But
At least
yeah.
I didn't throw it like past.
Don't tell me that was
over
a
the
pass.
fucking backboard.
Don't tell me that was a pass.
Yo, that was a pass, bro.
Oh damn.
I'm
I'm kind of sad I missed that one.
Yeah, that was iconic. And then yeah, when he mentioned B team, you and I were on B team
Yeah.
together in our 8th grade. That was fun.
We won the championship that
We won
year.
the championship on B team. That was the year your boy fouled out like 5 times.
Yeah, that was fun.
fucking 8th grade. I think I fouled out each of our first 4 games. 8th grade, I basically was just like Dennis Rodman in 8th grade. I did not do any scoring at all. I didn't really spread the ball. I got rebounds and I played defense, and some of that defense involved me fucking just smacking the other team in the face. And
Big defense. Big defense.
Calm down on kids.
Yeah. Trying to think of any other.
Jared getting thrown out of a. Was that a playoff game?
Oh,
or the
yeah.
game before?
No.
It
was
a
a
playoff game. It was
league
a
tournament.
last.
Yeah.
It was
league
the
tournament.
5th game, right?
No, it was Kent. It was a league
was
tournament.
Kent,
But yeah, he got thrown out. He wasn't even doing anything, right?
No, it was Noah Anderson that was screaming at the ref, and the ref said, "Hey, you," to Jerry.
It's the guy who
He
does
just
nothing.
vibed. And he gets kicked out. We started this whole thing like justice for Jerry.
Free Jerry.
It was funny, dude.
That game. What game was that?
It was bullshit.
It was
That
Kent.
game was.
Oh yeah,
whole
that game was
bad.
the
That
most
game sucked.
back-to-back games. Fucking their last two games, fucking senior night events against CA. That was fucking bullshit. Then the tournament game against fucking Kent, both fucking bullshit. It was
Dude,
so
we
stupid.
we shouldn't have lost either of them. We got hoed by the refs.
Like,
No cap.
I think fucking Kent. Like I remember Dylan literally getting fucking tackled, and they called it jump
Yeah, they
ball.
Yeah, no, I remember that shit though.
Aries dunked at halftime, and that
then
was
they
a
got,
tech.
like-
And they gave him 2 free throws off that shit.
But they didn't tell us.
They didn't. Yeah. They,
Yeah. I remember the only thing I remember from the CA game is for anybody who like hasn't like watched our basketball games. I go for a lot of charges just because they're great. And there was so like I think refs are scared to start calling charges once you get a couple.
Yeah.
And it's like we don't want to look bad. And I get so many that are so bad. Like I'm perfectly still standing there, and they just don't give it to me. I got like 3 of those. I feel like in that CA game. It's absolutely ridiculous. Because they're scared to call them. Which is
Weren't you like 3rd in the state for charges?
first in the state amongst all levels. So
oh my
Yeah.
god!
amongst all levels, and then 9th in the country also amongst all levels.
He was
With
90
36 charges taken in 13. I got ran over on my ass 36 times during the season.
No, you got ran over more because
More than
more
that.
blocking.
Some of them I don't get, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous.
I remember there was one bench guy in those games, and
oh Jesus! Fuck.
every time there was a timeout or something, he stood up, went all the way over to our fans, like, "Woo! Let's go, boys!"
On what team?
Dude,
Fuck, I think it was.
one of the
I
last
think it was
two.
Kent. I think it was Kent.
But bro, he got no playing time that whole game. Okay, there was
The
one
hype
point
man.
where I yelled out, "What do you ride more, the bench or your coach's cock?" That kid was sitting right next to the coach the whole game. Like, dude, look at that guy. He's going. He's going.
Good play, good play.
Every single person in our student section contributed more to JA's team than he did.
Exactly. He did jack shit, and he thought he was awesome.
I remember watching a JV game where our JV team was blowing him out. It was like 25 points were up. So the other team, both teams had their bench dudes in. This guy that hadn't played all game steps on, hits a mid-range as time expires, and goes, he's down 26 or something. What are you doing, Doc?
Bro, he was hyped because he made his first
In the
shot.
JV game, on top of that.
Another one.
Get off me!
Another one. Summer basketball. When I forgot who we were playing, but it was at I think I forgot where we were. But anyway, we were playing a game. The end of the game, the fucking bench warmer comes on. He boxes you out once after a
Oh
free
my
throw
God, that was
and
amazing.
fucking flexes on you. After the fucking game, he tries to square up with you. He comes up to you. He comes up.
So we whacked this team, like just absolutely waxed them. And like it's at the end of the game, it's late game. It's our free throw, so I'm in the middle. He's closer to the basket. Free throw goes up. I'm not really going for it. We're up by like 15 with like 30 seconds left. I just kind of watch there. He like goes in and big bodies me. He's like, he looked at me afterwards. Says all this shit. A dude tried to fight me after we did the handshakes. He comes up and he's. It's funny as shit the way he pulls up to me. Hold up, let me stand up. Like most people pull up to fight like this. This dude comes in like, yo, what's up, bro? Funniest thing ever.
That's on my senior bucket list, getting a fight over a game.
Whoa.
Why?
Hunter wants to pull up in the parking lot, man.
Don't be as toxic.
Just
as
go
fucking
key someone's
academy.
car.
Yeah, dude.
No. If they have to initiate.
Oh my
it.
God.
If there's one team that's gonna fight with you, it's gonna be the
Academy.
academy.
Oh yeah, dude.
I would
hate
not
them
surprise.
So much.
I would not surprise if I'm surprised that there wasn't a fucking fight this year.
Yeah.
There should have been.
I was there. There should have been, bro.
I watched film from that back. Elion had a like pretty clean break in the basket. One of them grabbed Elion by like his head and neck area, took him to the ground. They started dapping up their student section afterwards.
I know.
For a flagrant. It was BS.
There was one dude, he fucking missed a free throw. I look at him and I fucking do this. He stares back at me. He's like, and he fucking points at me. I'm like, I bet.
You and me. How's that? You and me. Did you hear they followed Justin and Ty to Old Chicago afterwards?
Yep.
They followed him.
Yeah, Ty told me.
They
that
said
story.
that they.
We'll
tried to
talk
square
about
up.
that when he comes on.
Yep.
It was fun, so we'll save that for a little bit. I think that was a good, funny discussion. There's probably a lot more that we could. I just don't have off the top of my head. So we may have a part 2 to this, but yeah. For now, that's enough. Okay, sports topic for today, even though that kind of was a sports topic. We got, so me and Logan are the only ones who went through and formally came up with our list for these guys. Will pitch in. Not as much you, I'm sorry. The basketball
I got
conversation
this.
is
Don't
coming
He'll
worry.
up.
say the same person for every
Come on.
position.
Huh?
He'll say the same person for every position.
Carmelo and LeBron are the only dudes this dude knows.
No, I know Jokic.
Okay.
2K,
Okay.
which is a point guard.
So we have the most overrated and the most underrated player in our opinions. And once again, this was pretty tough because I couldn't really come up with like overrated for some positions and stuff. But we have it. Do you want to start out with point guards
I'll start out. Yeah, you're gonna be surprised by this. So I think I'm gonna Derrick Rose.
for overrated?
Da-
No, he is now.
I love Derrick Rose. I'm
He's a
a Bulls fan. Derrick Rose was the first person I looked up to. Back in middle school, I wanted to be this dude, but people were calling him, saying that he should have been an all-star. I just don't like.
That, and I've heard people say he's a top 10 player all time.
Yeah,
For like the early good seasons he's had. He's like, no. Still respect him and still love him. I think we all do. Like, we
Injuries
still
screwed him.
Yeah, I love him.
love him. I know you do.
He's my best pal.
Okay, my overrated for point guard, trigger warning, Kyrie Irving. And he's
fucking hate Kyrie.
he's mad talented, okay? Do not get me wrong. He is really, really good.
Top 3.
But the most important thing, in my opinion, especially with your point guard, should be your ability to help your team win. And he just does not do that. And you're a Celtics fan, he screwed over
Leadership
that.
ability.
Yeah, just non-existent at all.
See, I didn't put him there because I think people know that he's a horrible leader. Like
People recognize he's a shit guy.
Like when he left Cleveland, his expectations were high. He was expected to bring Celtics several championships. He comes out here and fucking just
The pain.
like they
R.I.P. Isaiah Thomas.
they were like the Celtics
Yeah.
without Kyrie Irving were 2 minutes away from the finals.
Yeah.
And then with Kyrie the very next year, they barely make it out of the first round and they get fucking destroyed by the Bucks.
5-1.
I'm not a huge fan of Kyrie. I also don't think he could ever be the main guy on his team. I think he's always going to have to be a sidekick.
Yeah.
Which he has.
Him and
that now.
KD.
Yeah,
they're going to
that's-
be good
that's gonna look fire.
if like Kyrie doesn't go.
If
for
Kyrie-
Psycho. He
Kyrie-
left the Nets group chat.
Kyrie doesn't,
So that's the problem.
Kyrie fucking turning into Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I know.
No, he's
No,
Antonio
worse.
Brown.
Are you kidding me? Because he doesn't do the like super bad thing. He just does multiple
doesn't
things
do-
that are acceptable but still shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have for underrated? This I kind of struggled with.
I've got
Oh, Markel Fultz.
Kemba Walker.
Markel
I
Fultz
agree
is
with that.
underrated.
I had that.
I got Lonzo.
I-
I think
okay,
Lonzo
yeah.
coming into the league, his the reason I understand why he got so much hate because his expectations were LeVar was hyping him up to be like a top player and people were buying into it too.
Which is crazy.
And he comes into the league and he's just really not that good, but he's a great defender. He's a great playmaker. He's just not.
And his jump shot's respectable now too.
it's respectable.
He's
yeah.
the great floor general, I feel like. Like, he'll
Oh,
be.
yeah.
If he's
He's like the
kinda
Rajon Rondo of this era.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair.
that's facts.
I also kind of compare him currently to Draymond, not in playing style, but in the sense of if he has good players around him, he's a great player you're going to want to have on your team. He's a spectacular guy to have on your team. But if you need him to be your 25 a game,
Oh
it's not
no,
gonna
he
happen.
can't
No,
score
no,
25.
It's not gonna happen.
At most, I see him scoring 15.
Yeah, but you're
But
just
he's gonna have like 15 assists.
good passer,
Yeah,
good
he's-
defender, respectable scorer, not
Uh-huh.
like a joke to leave open or whatever.
Yeah.
The one I had was Kemba. And I feel like he has gotten some of the credit that he deserves, but I really like him, and then also his leadership once again with the Celtics. But yeah, I think what he's done is just great, and nobody gives him enough respect for it. I love Kemba.
I think
Especially
Jason
when he was in
Tatum.
Charlotte.
I think Jason Tatum's breakout is definitely something to do with Kemba.
Yeah.
coming in
Yeah.
there.
Kemba realized that.
Kemba really hyped him up too. Like he was a good teammate, the teammate that like Kyrie never was.
Yeah.
But like for my point guard, underrated, Markel Fultz.
Yeah.
That man can put in
No,
some
I
work.
100%
He
agree.
can be a triple double machine. He's kind of like overshadowed by these other guys like Lonzo and like these other young point guards.
Well, yeah.
But I think this man can be like a top, maybe 5 point guard in the league someday.
That brings
I-
up-
Potentially, I think that's a stretch.
I feel so bad for this dude because like he forgot how to shoot. I don't understand how that happened, but he just forgot how to shoot. It's like
They
it's
fucked up
not
the shot, man.
And also, there's this one report that came out that his mom was like literally psycho. She was like handing out flyers to neighbors saying, "You can't talk to my son," and she was also like doing all this shit. And then she got into a fight with Joel Embiid. And,
We're winning that
he
fight.
went, no, yeah. No, but then he ended up like crying and stuff, and like it was bad. And then they were just playing exploding kittens in Joel Embiid's apartment, which I like to imagine Joel Embiid playing exploding kittens. Like, come on, it doesn't get much better than that.
It is kind of interesting to think that Markel completely forgot how to shoot and then
Yeah.
completely relearned it in the time that Ben Simmons has not learned how to shoot at all. That's
Yeah, I know.
I like
One
this
point
dude-
in the playoffs.
He's
One
like-
point.
He's like what in year 3 or 4 now? 3 or 4
Yeah.
now. Like he
Which is
still
your
has
baby.
so much raw potential. It's
Uh-huh. And he's a great defender
hooping.
too.
He's low-key hooping in Orlando.
No, yeah, he's had some really damn good games. Like, he just has to put it together
Mm-hmm.
consistently.
Yeah, he's inconsistent. That's his problem.
All right. You said Kemba as well?
Yeah, but also De'Aaron Fox. I feel like
Oh,
he's
Fox.
yeah.
Fox
That's
is
true.
fast.
He's fast as fuck.
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, he's like a
he
mix of.
throws out those highlight reel dunks.
Yeah.
He does all of that.
He's also on a great team for him.
Yeah, like him and Buddy Hield and who's their other guy?
No, not Willie Collison.
I almost said Ilgauskas.
Marvin Bagley.
Bagley
Bagley,
and
yeah.
Bogdanovich are both great.
Bagley was
additions
kind of
for
like
him.
overhyped though.
Yeah.
He's still good. We're a good role player.
Aaron
But
Fox reminds me a lot of pre-injury John Wall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
no,
he's
100%. Yeah,
he's
speed
fun to
demon,
watch.
good playmaker, good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, shooting guards. Overrated. Hot take. CJ McCollum. I think.
I do.
I
in
agree
my
with that.
opinion.
Overrated?
In my opinion, shut up just because you're my team. Shut up.
No.
I'm messing. If you have a guy like Damian Lillard, and if CJ McCollum is as good as he's saying, Blazers should have gone farther than they have by now.
Mhm.
That's a fair point. And it's not even like the Blazers are Damian and CJ literally nothing outside of that. They've had
Yeah.
decent players on top of that. Nurkic, Rodney Hood is solid, all that, and they still have not gone very far. CJ McCollum's overrated.
Okay, but CJ McCollum at the same time, like when he gets hot, that man is scoring
Yeah.
like 30, 40 a game, you know?
He
Like
does.
last
I
year's
also-
playoffs, remember that? Everybody was like, he's the number 3-point guard,
Trust
shooting
me, I
guard in the
remember
league. And then like he just went back to being shit.
Yeah.
Well, not
I-
shit, but like,
People-
average.
The reason I didn't put him there is because people don't really talk about him anymore. I honestly
Until he
haven't heard
blows up
anyone-
again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anyone bring up his name in a minute.
Since the Nuggets playoff series, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was fun to
I'm
watch.
hopping off in that, dude.
Yeah, he's
I
fun
know!
to watch.
Shut up! I know.
It's because the Nuggets don't have anybody to defend him and Lillard.
Yeah, that's facts.
Jamal Murray's honestly kind
Gary
of
Harris.
lackluster.
I hate Jamal Murray.
Gary Harris. is
Kyrie
kinda
threw his ball into the stands.
lackluster. He was mad that Jamal went for 50.
I was at that game.
You were there.
Yeah.
Overrated shooting guard.
I really struggle with this one. I really don't know what to put. I just put James Harden, even though
Yeah.
like
It's just inconsistent.
He's the best scorer in the NBA right now.
he's
Even
so-
though I
He's the most
despise him.
unstoppable
He's like-
offensive threat in the league right now.
yeah, but the
That
thing
is-
is,
Besides maybe LeBron.
he's so horribly inefficient. Like he had a string of games this year where like I'm
He went,
sure
like,
you
2
guys
for
have all seen this
16 and,
post
like, yeah.
where like his fucking shooting numbers look like fucking tour dates. Like
Yeah.
your shooting numbers aren't supposed to fucking
1
look
and
like
12, 2 and 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. When he's on, he can be borderline unstoppable, but I also like inefficiency. If you're shooting half of your team's shots, you best be scoring.
He's also
Yeah.
he's also got a bad turnover problem.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Like you also can't
And
you
him
can't
and Russ on
ISO.
the same team?
He has by far the highest usage rate in the league too. You have to think about, like he ISO so much it's stupid.
Which I think Russell
He
Westbrook.
also has a most points per touch in the league, though. It's like 1 point something, and nobody's even cracking one.
Yeah. Like you can see like what the Rockets play better when Russ plays better rather than when James Harden plays better. So that's
That's a hot take.
yeah.
So if they still have Capella, then they might be.
Yeah.
They don't.
They don't have a starter over
Instead of
6.
playing
They
small
decided
ball.
to trade fucking Clint Capella.
I like
So,
it, though. It's experimental, you know?
It's
Like
like
small ball.
They,
bro.
it,
It sucks to
worked well. It
watch.
worked well at first because teams didn't know how to
defend it.
defend that. But they finished this like season like before it got canceled like 1-6. or
Okay,
something.
now and tell me that. Will PJ Tucker be able to stop Joel Embiid in the post?
No.
Anthony
No,
Davis.
Like,
No,
they-
he will not.
They'll probably end up playing like the Lakers in the second round of the playoffs, and Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard are just gonna
have
LeBron
40.
James are just gonna like. What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
That system would work if they had LeBron James or like a guy. Well, there's no guy like him, but like a big guy who can like run the floor.
That's facts.
Yeah. Well, and I think what they should have gone for is the. It sounds like what the basic idea of the system is. You've got Russell Westbrook, who's primarily an inside scorer, and then the goal outside of that was to surround him with nothing but shooters to give him that spacing.
Yeah.
Go for a stretch big. They exist. Okay, you can get a guy like
you
you
have to
probably
pay
couldn't
the-
get a
that's-
Carl. You probably couldn't get a Carl Anthony Towns. That'd be a lot. But like a Larry Markkinen, who's also young, so that might be a stretch.
That's what
Yeah.
the Bucks do, but they actually they do it right. They have stretch bigs. They have and Giannis. I would much rather take Giannis going to the post than Russ. Don't disrespect to Russ, but Giannis is just
Giannis is-
unstoppable.
yeah.
Yeah.
7 feet,
He's
Yeah.
insane.
Like even if the Rockets somehow miraculously make it to the finals, I don't see any situation where they would. The Bucks are gonna tear them up.
Celtics, man. Put some respect.
I feel like we're talking for quite a while. This is going pretty slow. Next one, underrated shooting guards. I had a few for this. I kind of
Yeah.
thought Gary Harris was kind of a homeboy pick because nobody talks about him at all because anytime you're watching the Nuggets, you're watching Jokic and Jamal Murray. So nobody cares. But Gary Harris is low-key really nice, but he's not who I have. I have Jaylen Brown as my guy. 'Cause he,
I can respect that.
I have two. One, I got Lonzo's backcourt partner, Drew Holiday. That dude, very similar player, very good defense, very good playmaker. He can score. He can. if he every once in a while he can get those points. The other one is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I got Dennis Smith Jr.
Is he a point guard?
I think
that
he's
was
a point guard.
I think he's a point guard.
I don't.
And also,
I could've
Drew
sworn
Holiday
he was
played
there.
point in the past too, so he's
Yeah.
like a combo guard.
Well, yeah, this year he's a shooting guard because Lonzo.
Yeah, Lonzo.
is there.
Okay.
But
Drew
I gotta
Holiday.
go with Jalen too.
The issue I have with Drew Holiday is I think we all know he's underrated, which has not made him underrated anymore.
Well, like you could say the same about like, I don't know, Kemba.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
Everybody's like, Kemba's mad underrated, bro.
Yeah. Okay, fair. Okay, overrated.
Yeah, I know. That's
Oh,
like
that's
Instagram comment sections. What was your sus ass comment the other day about KD?
I don't even remember what.
I screenshotted it and circled it
hate
and sent
Kevin-
it to Zach and Alex.
I hate Kevin Durant.
No, it was like him.
Oh, I
who said,
remember that.
KD about to
It
make
was
me
a
act up.
joke. It was they put girl filters on NBA.
Oh, that one.
On
Yeah,
NBA
and I saw
and
you
that was
and
a
me and
joke.
Super
I was
Sus in the
KD about to make me act up. I don't even like KD. That's the funny part. All right, back on topic. Before you have to expose me. Overrated small forwards. I genuinely struggled with this, like really bad. Like I could not come up with anybody. Closest thing I had, like I literally put TJ Warren ? I don't know. I really don't know who I'd put. Who do you have?
I put DeMar DeRozan.
That's
I
a good
still-
pick.
First question: is he a small forward? Or is he-
He's a small forward.
Okay, he is. All right, my bad.
Oh, I
But
saw
also at
another
the same time,
I saw
like-
another underrated point guard, Lonnie Walker.
Lonnie Walker's damn good. That kid is good.
Back to small forwards though. I feel like DeMar DeRozan people
Yeah,
just
he's
make
fun to watch too because he's a hustler.
He's a-
He plays
he's-
like Marcus Smart.
He plays like Colin Sexton, but he's good.
Yeah.
Colin Sexton is low-key underrated though. Actually,
Colin Sexton's fun to watch because of his
Small
intensity.
forward, thanks.
you remember that? All right. Yes, back to small forwards as you stated. Okay, underrated Jimmy buckets. I think
That's
like.
fact.
Okay, people
Bro,
call
that's
him.
last
facts.
name's Buckets. You're
No,
just-
it's
Butler.
No,
It's
it's
Butler.
Butler. It's Butler. I got a Jimmy Butler shirt, but it looks like plastic.
I got a Jimmy Butler Timberwolves jersey.
Oh,
Oh, yikes.
pull up on the starters.
Yeah, pull up on the
I
stars with that
got
one.
a Heat jersey, but for some reason, Jimmy Butler Heat jerseys are more expensive than Giannis Bucks jerseys. So I don't know why.
Jimmy
They have the
Heat jerseys
sickest
are
jerseys
fire,
in the
dude.
league, though.
They do.
Heat jerseys have
But
the
I was
sickest
actually
ones.
looking for a Jimmy Butler Vice jersey, but I couldn't find one.
Those
Yeah.
look so nice.
Jimmy
I want
Butler?
one so bad.
There's no way those
I want one
cost
so
less
bad.
than Giannis. I mean, wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
They should cost
Giannis.
more than Giannis.
Okay. Jimmy Butler's low-key the best leader, like one of the best leaders in the NBA.
I love that.
And
a
Yeah.
lot
there are a lot of people who hate on him because he's a tough leader, but like you can't be a leader and go up to the hey, it's okay, buddy, you'll get him next time. No.
You gotta push
Also,
him.
when
you gotta
quarantine started, like he bought every single one of his boys a basketball hoop.
And like what?
Like so they keep on the grind,
Yeah.
you
Like,
know?
why
That's
do you-
respectable as hell.
Like, why do you think Scottie Pippen became so good? Because MJ fucking pushed that dude to the limits.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen didn't have the fucking work that work.
And it
ethic
wasn't
to
just MJ on
be
that
as
team too.
great
It
as
was
he
like Dennis Rodman, Horace Grant, all
Well,
those
Dennis
guys. you know?
Rodman had that work ethic. Dennis Rodman was.
Dennis Rodman was
stupid.
weird.
It was stupid.
Him and Madonna.
But what Jimmy Butler has done with Miami is it's not like everybody's talking Miami like all of a sudden everybody broke out. I don't think they randomly broke out. I think
Tyler
he brought
Hero.
the best out of them. Like especially Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
Bam is fun to watch.
Dude,
He's a
but-
Giannis
yeah.
stopper if there ever was one.
Yeah, he like brought the best in them. Like I think he's looking one of the best leaders.
Yeah.
And I think for some extent the intensity leadership is needed when it comes to things like work ethic.
Yeah.
Rather than like
We're good.
no, it's good. Rather than like skill. So if you go off on a dude for missing an open three, that doesn't help him. You go off on a dude for not going to workouts, that's helpful, and that's what he has, and I
That's
love
what he
him.
does. Yeah, I push everyone to do work.
Or working hard in
150%.
general, like he did
Yeah.
with Cat and Wiggins.
Minnesota's a
Rip
lost cause.
Wiggins though, like everybody was like, he's supposed to be the next GOAT, and then he just kind of like.
You're gonna see him in the Hall of Fame one day.
Honestly, I think one of the reasons that LeBron can't really get that like third star, or at least can't help that third star, is because he doesn't push people.
Yeah,
Like,
he's too nice.
that's-
He's always like going up to them and patting them on the head.
Yeah, like
He suns them.
He's pretty much always had that second star right next to him, but his third star, like he's either diminished them or he hasn't pushed them to the point where they can get.
Right,
to
and I
that
just
Because
think-
Kevin Love was damn good before he went to
He was
Cleveland.
MVP
Same
candidate.
thing
like,
with
for
Chris Bosh.
Chris
Yeah,
Bosh.
no.
Chris Bosh was good in Miami though.
Yeah,
he was like
but
at his peak. You
But
know?
they didn't use him right. He was a 3-and-D guy.
Yeah.
He got their rebounds and he hits a corner three.
Back to small forward.
Yeah.
Who's your underrated? Who do you also have?
Underrated. I had T.J. Warren and fucking and Chris Middleton.
On a real though, who talks about TJ Warren?
Chris Middleton is mad
No.
underrated, but that's because I'm a Celtics fan and he drops like 30 on us every time he plays. Because we just focus on stopping Giannis and he just hits the shit from the outside.
All right.
Hurts. Pain. Pain.
Okay, power forwards. Slight trigger warning. I have LaMarcus Aldridge currently, And it's not even as much for his skill. It's more just play style. It's not effective in the current NBA. Yeah, I think that's the issue. I think he's good at what he's good at. Like, he's got a good mid-range, good post-game, all that, yada, yada. But I don't think that's very helpful.
It was good when he was important. Like, he had a very good play style.
He was dropping like 50 in the playoffs.
Before, like, Steph Curry just
Spurs
took
now?
over the league.
No.
Yeah.
Spurs LA, no, overrated. All right.
They kind of got like the
Christoph
most like
Porzingis.
outdated team.
Ooh, hot take.
I hate that guy so much.
Well, I despise him because 2K he drops 50 on my head, but we're not going to talk about that.
I don't know. He's like, I don't know. I just don't feel like he's as good as people talk about him. People talk about him like he might be like a top 3 power forward. He's just not. Like,
Somewhat hot take.
Top 5.
You got to weigh in. I feel like it's... Okay, also power forward's like one of the most dead positions.
power forward
Yeah.
isn't.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's
Who are the top power forwards even?
like...
Anthony Davis, if you
Anthony
even
Davis,
consider
if
him
you
one.
consider him one, but even then, and then after that,
Giannis.
it's probably Kristaps. Yeah, Giannis. Kristaps.
Giannis is like a point guard, small forward,
Center.
anything, bro.
Yeah. But you got to weigh in for the power forward discussion.
Overrated, I don't really have one.
Yeah.
Underrated, I have Bam.
Underrated, I have quite a few.
Is Bam Adebayo a center? I think he's
Okay,
playing
I
center.
think he's
Bam Adebayo's
overrated
power
and
forward.
underrated at the same
Power forward,
time.
underrated power forwards. I have John Collins. I have Christian
John
Wood. I
Collins is
have
fun to watch.
John
Bam
Collins is
Adebayo. Like,
John Collins is mine.
Bam, everybody's like, I don't know. People, it depends on who you're talking to. Some people are like, that is a Giannis stopper. He is the future of the NBA for stopping Giannis Antetokounmpo. But then like other people are like, he's all right, you know. It just depends on who you talk to.
He fits really good in the Miami system, you know, because he's not.
I can't actually wait for Miami in like 2 years. They're gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah. If you
Tyler
got,
Hero, Bam, Jimmy Butler.
it'll be a little bit of an older Jimmy, but
It's still gonna be a damn good
yeah.
Jimmy.
And then a Bam, a Tyler Hero, and Kendrick Nunn experience.
Yeah.
So okay. We good? Yeah.
center overrated was hard for me too.
Yeah.
38 minutes.
48.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
38.
Yeah,
I have
we've been
38.
on this topic
38?
for a long time.
Well, I mean, we
Okay.
also had a couple minute break.
All right, let's get to this. All right.
Center.
Who you got overrated centers?
DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Jokic.
You can't keep.
That's the guy. Shut up.
I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm
That's the
talking
guy I
Or
consider.
Andre Drummond. That man you can't keep in at the end of a game because of his free throws.
That's
No, we're gonna talk about Andre Drummond in a minute. You have that. He doesn't really talk about it. Nobody really talks about him anymore because once he went to Memphis. Jonas Valanciunas. I didn't think he was that good on the Raptors.
But
A lot of
He was
people
never
praise
really
him.
rated highly.
I guess that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I considered Karl Anthony Towns, but I think his lack of success is not 100% on him. I think the organization for the Timberwolves in general is just terrible. And then he's never had much for good teammates outside of Jimmy Butler, but we all know that went down.
I swear they're like the Timber Bulls, dog.
They
Such a
were a
hybrid.
few years ago.
Tom
After that fucking
Thibodeau.
Levine trade, Tom Thibodeau, fucking Zach Levine, they had
Taj Gibson.
Taj
Rose,
Gibson.
Taj Gibson,
He really, yeah.
All right, underrated centers. The most underrated. This I will not even debate. Andre Drummond. This dude for how long was it in the beginning of the season? He was going 20 and 20, just consistently, which is insane.
I saw like,
But he can't produce in the clutch because all you have to do is grab him a little bit and then he's at the line and then he misses both free throws.
I saw there was a page I did a series that like shows the top stats like in a game for the top average stats in a game for each team. Andre Drummond's like the top for every single team for average rebounds.
Yeah, I know. He's
It's like-
insane. Yeah.
He eats the boards, but you can't keep.
Eats
him
the
in
boards
end
and
of
he
the game.
scores great.
And the game is about winning, and if you can't win those close games, then what's the point? You know, I don't want that guy. On
I
my
can't
team.
believe the Pistons traded him. He's only like 26.
Yeah, which is so
Like-
dumb. For what?
Okay,
Like,
he just
hardly
needs to work on his
couple of-
free
it
throws this
was-
offseason.
It was like
The quarantine's a perfect
it was like
Yeah, I
John
know.
Henson. It was like John Henson
Wasn't
and
it like
someone
Brandon
else.
Knight or something?
John Henson like I don't know.
If he also, I think if he just got a like wide open 3 jump shot, like just all it is like catch, you have all kinds of time, shoot it and just relatively hit. I think that will also just add to a stock. Great.
Look at my centers. There's a lot of
guard Andre Drummond.
Well, you could say that about any.
Yeah.
Like, you could say.
Looking at my centers, there are a lot of centers that have Andre in their name. DeAndre Jordan, Andre Drummond, and then my other underrated center is DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton is kind of like not talked about ever since the draft.
Yeah.
But him and Booker are gonna be like menacing
Before he got
someday.
injured, the Suns were kind of balling.
Yeah.
They were in a playoff spot.
And also
before
didn't he
got
get
Or not,
suspended
not,
too?
not injured, suspended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Wait,
Suns
what's he
win a game
suspended
in the
for?
league.
I forgot. I think it was some kind
It
of.
was drug
thing.
usage. It's like the Suns won a game and the league's like, hold up. Like, whoa.
Let's drug test this man.
The Suns were at the 1 seed at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I said something. I was like,
I
early.
guess that was early.
I mean, this was before. I remember it was like the 3rd game, but this was before we knew before the Warriors were bad. They were beating the fucking Warriors, and I was like,
Yeah, I was.
But that's because the Warriors like weakness has always been a big man.
That's
And
right.
like, let's be honest,
Yeah,
Aiden
Anderson
is a
Varejao.
menacing man. He's going to be a top 3 center in the league.
I remember saying it was like, if you showed, so like after the Raptors won the finals last year, if you showed an NBA fan what the standings were going to look like 15 games in, there's no way in hell they would have believed you. Warriors are at the bottom. Suns were in the playoffs.
I low-key missed the Warriors. It was so fun watching Clay and Steph.
Yeah. Clippers
They're
were
so
second.
fun to watch.
Warriors
And
gonna
plus
be
now
fun.
that KD's gone, it's going to be like,
The Warriors
look at the NBA.
Warriors
It's so
are gonna
fun
be
to
back
watch
next
now.
year. They're gonna get the #1 pick. They're probably gonna get James Wiseman. They're gonna have everyone back and healthy.
Wiggins, Wiseman, Green, Clay,
Their starting
Curry.
line. Their
Like,
starting line is
Pascal,
gonna be
like-
Curry, Thompson, Wiggins, Green, Wiseman.
Okay, Jerry West is on the Clippers now.
No, he's on the Clippers now. But Jerry West did build the Warriors.
Yeah.
absolutely ridiculous.
Well, the Warriors are going to be fun to watch next year. End of story.
Okay.
Unless they get Markelle Fultz 2.0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Lamar Odom, even worse.
Okay, so I think we'll save this topic that I had planned for this one because that went on significantly longer than we had expected to. So get into our would you rather questions that we love. I only actually have 4 today, so my bad. Never have to work again, but you live the average life, or make 6 figures working a traditional normal job.
Work
six figures.
6 figures. Working
Okay.
a normal job, like what are you, burger flipping?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, no, normal job. Like you live comfortable. You live kind of how we all live. You're not rich, but you got a good home.
Vibin.
You're not worried about food. You're kind of like that. And I actually would take that one. Not have to work. Like you'd be so happy.
I'd get bored.
Bro,
I guess
you have the
Well,
whole-
like you
We're
could like
16
pick up
years
so
old.
many hobbies too.
You have the
Think
whole
about it. You
world
could
in
learn
front of you,
guitar.
bro.
You could learn like all these instruments. You could like teach yourself to produce.
You'd
You
be
could
so
like
happy.
go on runs all the
Yeah,
time.
that's
Get in
true.
good shape. Go to parties and clubs.
Man.
You can have a squad house.
I don't know if you'd have the money for that. All
Yeah, I
right.
agree with you.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you could like take everyone, then
Dude,
like,
but bro, 6 figures and working
Okay, but
Well, like a
Working
9 to
a
5. A
40-hour
9 to
week
5.
job?
A 9 to 5.
a 9 to 5, yeah.
9 to 5 job, especially
Dude,
if you
where
don't
you
like
get
said
off?
job. Like, if you don't like
well,
said
what
job.
is this like barely 6 figures?
Or is it
Yeah,
high?
I ain't think so.
900K.
I ain't think through how
Are
much.
we
it
making
really
that
does-
999?
It does depend on the money. Because 6 figures is pretty vague.
Because if I could turn that shit into
Like you
7
could.
figs real
That's
quick.
that 6 figures is an $899,000 difference.
That was a good question. Shout out to me. All right. So
Well,
variety
that changes
answers.
everything.
I just think you'd be so happy, like just not working. You'd live life. You're living comfortably. I think I'd be so happy. This is a classic basketball question: ankles broken or dunked on? Which is worse?
I've been getting okay.
I'd rather get dunked on, my G.
Yeah, I'd rather get
No, because if you're dunked on, then you're on a poster. You're on some little kid's poster. Like,
Yeah.
This is the thing, though. Do you want your ankles to be shattered just
Has a
laying
big-
on the ground?
okay, it depends on how bad. Like, if you slip a little bit,
No, it's
or
like
are you
full
on the floor and your
But the
ankle is
thing
like
is, though,
throbbing
like,
and your
they-
ankle, you have to be taken out of the game.
Then you cross over and you go flying out of bounds.
Because like if you're, and
did
it
that
also
to
depends on
kid
how
2K
bad
as
you're being
well.
dunked on. Are you being Chris Anderson, like by Paul George? Remember that dunk in the playoffs a few years ago?
Or
are you
what's
just being
big
like
boy number
slightly?
17 who got folded by Dwayne Wade? Or
yeah.
See, the thing is though, both of them are embarrassing, but really, if you're posted or break your ankles, you're putting effort on defense. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I don't criticize if you get posted or get your ankles broken because
I-
if you're on
yeah,
defense,
man.
you're playing hard defense. You're trying to play right up, and like if you're getting posted, you're going up to try to block a dunk. Like,
Yeah.
I'm-
As a big, I'd take ankles because he broke a big's ankles. But
I'd take dunked on.
and also, okay, quick side note: people are so egotistical after they get a poster. Like people will walk in, get a poster, and they're
yeah, I know.
yes, I can't blame them.
Being hyped after a poster.
Yeah, like to some extent, what some people do, I really can. I walk up to their face, what's up, what's up?
But
Push
like
them,
also at
hit
the same
ball,
time,
and
you're
go.
working your ass off to dunk,
Yeah.
and you get a poster, dude. I am
You're
freaking
dunking
my
on a kid
shit.
That's almost the same height as you, like.
Yeah, I am freaking my
That's
shit.
big.
You better believe I'm going up to dab up the student section.
You best believe I'm gonna pretend to pick him up, but then just don't.
oh
honestly, like,
shit,
I can respect
nasty.
how people just like break ankles, like break someone's ankles like badly, and they just stay calm. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I would like if I broke someone's ankles,
You,
like
you break someone's
I'd
ankles,
stare
you
at
dribble
it.
to the
like
left and
fucking
go like
James
that.
Harden broke that one dude's ankles a few years back on the Clippers.
And just look at him.
like he just looked at him. I would be like,
Well, honestly, like the
Passes
look,
it.
the look was so iconic. Just like looking at him on the ground, it's like, what the fuck are you doing down there?
But do you guys think the answer would change for you if it was depending on how bad? So like, let's just say the ankle break is just like a little trip, and then they go by you, and then the dunk is just kind of like they go up, you barely have your hand on.
Okay, I'd rather get like a little broken then.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
trip.
Because a little trip
'Cause-
always happens.
Yeah.
So then it's different though as to getting like absolutely yammed on and you're on the ground
Yeah.
versus
I'd rather get yammed on in that case.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is different. All right. All right. Block a Zdeno Chara slap shot clocked in at 108.8 miles per hour, or take a punch from Muhammad Ali with a glove on.
Punch from Muhammad Ali.
The fuck was your first one?
It's Zendaya Chara, my boy on the Bruins.
You don't even need to say who it is. If it's 108 miles per hour, like
108.8 miles
Okay,
per hour.
where's that?
but
And
it's
do you have gear?
Fastest stuff was clocked in at. Yeah, I think you have normal hockey gear, but still, that can still
No,
mess
I'd
you
rather
up.
get punched.
And is it a Muhammad Ali what? Face?
Is
what
it
body?
face?
where am I getting?
Honestly,
where am I getting
it would
hit?
hurt more.
It's
to
Muhammad
get
Ali.
hit.
I can't tell you where you're getting hit. You're
The liver,
strapped
like,
to
he
a
could
wall.
kill you.
Muhammad Ali is coming up right here, and he's about to. Prime Muhammad Ali is about to just.
I feel like.
Well, then I'm knocked out, so then I'm just gonna like be
Yeah,
chilling
you
for a
don't even
couple
feel it,
hours.
bro. You're just
Yeah.
out.
Like,
And also,
I'd close my eyes and just embrace it, and then I could say I got punched by Muhammad Ali.
Exactly.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
Like,
if that-
whenever someone asks
I'm
me,
not
"Did you
gonna
get
go-
punched by Mike Tyson?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, I would,"
Yeah,
just to see what it was like.
yeah.
Dude.
And
I
also,
feel
like,
I
who
would
the
die
fuck
if I
knows
got-
Zendaya Chara, Ethan?
Huh?
Only you and me knew him out here.
Well,
I
okay,
knew
but
he
he's
was a
got the
hockey
world
player.
hardest.
Yeah.
He's got the world hardest slap shot at this point, clocked in at 108.8 miles per hour of a rubber puck flying.
Like, yeah, it depends. Like, if I'm getting hit, like, I think I could take that if I get hit in the stomach. Like, that would fucking hurt, but
The puck?
yeah,
Yeah.
like, or if I'm
To the forehead.
Well, you can go down for block shots. How most people go down is with their glove, which is padded right here.
Yeah.
Is how most people go down. So you wouldn't get face. There's sometimes the puck does not care about your padding. It just goes straight through and just domes you. You don't break anything, but it's.
Yeah, I'm getting punched 10
Yeah.
times out of 10.
Muhammad Ali.
I think I'd have to go punch, but it's pretty.
He
close.
wasn't.
He was a
He-
big ass dude.
he
He
was
was.
He hit hard.
He was
I
like
know, I know.
6'6" or something.
But he's not no Mike
Wait, what was
Tyson
this saying?
power-wise.
Like, sting like a bee, run like.
Sting like a bee,
Float like a butterfly, sting like a
Yeah,
bee.
that.
Yeah, that boy could fucking hit.
He
Yeah.
could, he could, but he does not have the power of Mike
And
Tyson.
then he look over you. Go,
Mike Tyson's power was insane.
Mike Tyson's the hardest hitter that
Yeah.
graced the boxing ring.
other than Hunter Johnson, right?
mm.
But no, that dude weighs like he's got like 200 pounds on me. He's got
Alright.
like 100 pounds on me.
I want to see Hunter go 5 in the ring with that man.
Okay, last question to wrap this up: lose all your sports talent or lose all your athleticism?
Sports talent.
You're as a golfer,
Yeah.
but you also box, so that's.
Yeah, and I'd gotten
I'd lose all my
pretty-
sports talent.
I've gotten
Well,
pretty finessing at boxing, dude. I've learned a lot of shit.
This is honestly pretty personal as to what you're.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I think I'd lose all my.
But like
what
also
was
at the
this-
same time,
It
you'd
was
be bad
talent or
either way
athleticism?
unless you put in a
I'll
ton of
I'll
work.
do talent.
And I think that would depend though, because if you're Steph
Hard work
Curry,
beats
you can
talent,
lose your
talent
In a
kills.
athleticism.
lot,
hard.
because like in a lot of
talent,
sports,
yeah, because you could work. You
a
could
lot
work
of
back
sports
the
you
skill.
can work hard enough to kind of make up for that talent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Larry
But-
Bird,
And you
bro.
can work back the
But-
skill into your stuff. So like,
Talent doesn't make up for athleticism though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually debatable.
It depends on the
Yeah.
sport too.
Depends on the sport, yeah. 'cause,
If
like,
you, it entirely.
If you're
depends-
trying to jump that 40-inch
Yes.
vertical, like to grab the end zone pass, you know,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
like
Well, it
you need your athleticism.
If you're a wide receiver running at 5 miles per hour at your max,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, like
compared to like
What's
Stephanie
your-
Gilmore.
Well, okay, but at the same
What's your
time,
slam
your
route gonna
catching,
do?
yeah,
your
I know,
catching,
with his slam, bro.
your catching ability would be under skill. So sure, you get wide open, but then if a pass is like up,
But
here,
you're saying
that's
keep
too
our
much
current
for you.
skill. Like I'm not catching that.
Athleticism
Then you're
is
just
key.
shit.
And a
Yeah.
pass to here is too much.
Like
for
if
you,
I'm
you
being
can't
hit by
pull it
like
down.
I don't know Ray Lewis, I'm not catching that.
It
I
don't
need
matter.
at least a little bit of speed, man.
Yeah, no,
I'm a
if,
sitting duck out there.
It's legit like he's tackling a tackle dummy that's just lying.
Yeah, I know. He's like,
it definitely varies per person because Steph Curry would definitely want to keep the skill, but then Zion
Yeah.
Williamson would want to keep the athleticism. So
Oh yeah, that's fact.
that's a personal. For me personally, I'll lose my skill because I already hardly have any, so I'm not even losing.
That's
much.
facts. He works a lot harder than he has.
If y'all see me dribble in either sport, soccer or basketball, it's funny. it's truly funny.
like looking at a player like Dennis Rodman, that dude had zero talent.
he,
was not
he
talented.
just jumped up and down, bro.
But
Pogo
that
stick.
dude worked his
Kick down
ass
play.
off
He
every
just outworked
single
everybody.
second that he was in the game, bro.
And off the game, and apparently in Vegas.
And
Alright.
WWE.
Wrap up the
Next
episode.
one.
No, that's it.
Oh, that's it.
Thank you guys.
Quick little announcements I'm throwing. I threw this in on the Instagram. Sorry we didn't have one last week. A combination of him not wanting to wake up early, us having work. I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. Several reasons. People were going on trips. Yada yada. There's a few different reasons. But we're going to have for sure one more later this week,
Yes, sir.
and then potentially two.
Do
Don't
we-
quote me on that.
Should we
Potentially
have
two.
that up with all the boys? Because if we're gonna be at the cabin.
It's just us going up to the cabin.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Alex isn't going.
No.
Okay.
All right. But anyways, that's
Alex
that.
hasn't been to one.
that's that. Leave likes so these dudes destroy their heads once again. It's funny.
It's really fun.
Anybody else have
I'll
final?
try to expand this next week.
Yeah.
Anybody else final comments? I think we're okay.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Thanks for watching.
More views, please.
Thanks for watching the Just Vibe podcast episode. What is it?
9.
9.
Let's get a like for all the amount of words that Hunter used during the basketball conference.
It's like 4
It
or
was
5.
like 4.
4 or 5. Yeah. Okay. Hasta la vista, guys. We love you.